Hey, YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you another episode of Regrowth, where we bring this cold, dead, desolate world back to life, one block at a time. And so I've been pretty busy. Hey, Maracas. I've been pretty busy over this last week, just working on getting an area up for our power, because we're gonna do pumpkin power. As you've seen from the last few episodes in our test world, we've been trying to figure out the best way to do this, and I think I've come up with a pretty good way where it's mostly automated, with only a little manual part that won't have to be done very often, I don't think. So to begin with, I've dug out my area where I was going to do it, and I'll show you where that is. Let me just hit F5 once and go take a nap real quick. Probably should have took a nap before the camera started rolling, huh? Oh well. So while I'm taking a nap, which only takes a second, my voice might crack and stuff like that. I kind of got an itchy throat this morning. So drinking lots and lots of water. But anyway, if we come down into our main area where all our gardens are, and then into our hallways, what I did was, remember this pipe that goes right here and then goes straight up, and it's in our farm area. You can see it also goes down, and that is going down to our, actually maybe it didn't go straight up, I don't remember, but it also goes down to our new area. And so I've kind of went probably about 20 blocks down just to make sure that we don't hear these noisy machines. And there we go, look at this. So as you can see, we have a nice little pumpkin patch. Now when I harvest this and it's fully grown, which roughly about 10 minutes, this thing will be almost fully grown. But if I use my little horn, you can see it harvests everything. Make sure everything's plucked. There we go. And you'll see it all go poof, poof, poof. Oh, actually, no, you won't. I forgot. I'm not in my test world anymore. I have to pick these dumb things up, which is kind of irritating, but I've been doing it a lot. So as you can see, we get basically 5 stacks of pumpkins from a harvest. These 5 stacks will go up into here through the piping into this crate here. Now what I've done to stop the overflow issue is made it so that we have a certain amount, and then we have this little void upgrade. And I think we've done those before, but with the void upgrade, once it hits this max amount, it just deletes them. So I've done that, and I've done that. So now if we just think for just a minute what this is going to do, once we get our hopper hawk in there, it'll automate the picking up of these, right? It'll send basically 5 stacks to this guy, which 5 stacks will convert into 20 stacks of seeds. So we'll have a guy here that will feed it into this guy, our basic crushing factory that we have, and then that guy will dump it into our oak drawer. And once again, with our oak drawer, you can see we have a couple of these. I think I ran out, or I didn't have any more on me, but I could put a 4th one in there, and then another void thing. So this will help us not get this guy to ever stop and, you know, start spitting them out anywhere. But then we also have our pipe here, and then Sky mentioned that if you just have it loop back into itself, you'll be able to stop them from shooting all over the floor. So that's what I've done. You can also see I've upgraded, I don't know if you noticed up there, but I upgraded all those guys up there, and then I've been doing this down here, but it's been quite the manual process. I've had to get a bunch of pumpkins and do them in the crafting table, turn them into seeds, you know, while I was digging all this out and stuff. So it's been quite the process, but these things do seem to be pretty good. I mean, they were able to fill all these things up. Now granted, these only hold 3.2 million RF, which isn't a ton, but they were able to fill them up pretty quickly. So I'm pretty pleased with that. We just need to get some good form of automation going. So then over here we'll have our coal part. As you can see here, I have a coal drawer. It has right now 3,000 coal blocks in it. If I right click on it, you can see it has a bunch of things, no void. What I'm thinking we'll do is maybe run a pipe somewhere up by where our coal essence stuff is, and then we'll just simply make a bunch of coal and put it in like a chest, and it'll automatically filter down to here. And then we've already seen our timing system, like one every I think this runs for about 6 to 7 minutes. So if we did like one every 10 minutes, I think we'd be fine, because we do not need a lot of mana. Once we get the drum and everything in here, the mana pulse thingy, it's not going to be too bad at all. So we'll put the drum there, we'll put the pulsar there, and every 10 minutes it'll fire off. I think that's what I was doing, right? Yeah. No, that's where the clock goes. This is where the thing goes, and then right there maybe is where I put the drum. I don't remember. But anyway, so I've been really busy working on this. I think it's going to be really nice once we get it going. So if you guys have any questions about this, how it works, or need more explanation, we'll kind of work on that as we go, but we need to get our parts made. So I did have to make another one of these Horns of the Wild because that drum requires one. And this was the quickest way of harvesting all the pumpkins as they were growing down there. So if we come up here, we're going to make the hopper hawk. And so if we come over here, alright, so you make it in the water, and you can see I almost have all the ingredients in there minus the redstone root. Now we learned how to make that, I believe, was it in Witchery? No, it's a Britannia thing. But we learned how to make that a while ago. Now I'm assuming once I throw in this root, I don't know if this needs seeds. It didn't look like it from the recipe. So if we go, alright, real quick, and we say HOPPER, hopper hawk. Usually it like draws some little seeds out here, so I'm thinking that's why I didn't throw this in, because I didn't want to make it on accident. But if we throw this guy in, let's see what happens. Okay, we need seeds. Do I have seeds up here? Maybe. Dang it. I guess everything in there needs seeds. Oh good, we have some seeds. Whew. Alright, ready, and shebang! There's our hopper hawk right there. So we're going to go ahead and go back down, and we're going to make the rest of our parts. So just having this guy is going to make it, we kind of saw it in my test world, but every few seconds or so, this guy will collect anything within, what was it, 7 or 8, 9 blocks? I don't remember. Sky actually told me. I don't have that window up right now, but look at that. They're already all grown up. So if we throw that there, now we'll blow our horn, and we'll see, boom, boom, boom. Okay, good. It got them all except for that one. But like I said, if you come in here, we've got just under 5 stacks. So that's going to be really good. We did that part first, but let's just kind of work our way through the whole system. So we have the coal here. We will have a clock here. So I think what we should make next will be our clock. And we're actually making 2 of them. So, no, we're not making 2 of them, because we're utilizing the same clock for the same thing. So all we have to do to make the clock, the hovering hourglass, is we need 4 gold, 4 mana glass, 2 mana glass, 1 mana steel, and 2 redstone, and we can just put that here. Now we learned that if we put sand in, it's basically 1 second. If we put soul sand in, it's 1 minute per soul sand. And then I think, wasn't red sand, how many was red? Wasn't it a minute, and then sand was like 10 seconds, I think, or 1 second, I can't remember. But anyway, I figured 10 minutes will be plenty. We'll have this guy harvest this every 10 minutes, and every 10 minutes this will go ahead and shoot out a piece of charcoal. Seemed pretty good to me, so if we do that, now it's running. So what we want now is, so we have a simple switch here. Basically we just have this, it'll send a redstone signal, which will simply turn off the torch for a second or one tick, which will allow one piece of coal block to come in, which will then go into the hopper, which if we have this guy on, will also be able to go up the system and down. So the next thing we're going to want here is our open crate, I think is what it was called. So in order to make the open crate, we have our living wood that we've got upstairs, but we need to turn it into living planks. And all we have to do is do an upside down barrel, and there we go, open crate. So we just throw that guy right there, and now when it gets a piece of coal in there, it'll simply drop it down onto the thing. So the next thing we're going to want will be our what's here, the pulse mana spreader, and it is really easy to make. Basically it's just a mana spreader and a piece of redstone. So we get our mana pulse spreader, and I think it's one of these where you put it this way to make it shoot that way. Yes. So there we go. So now every 10 minutes this guy will send off a pulse. So now we need that pulse to be received. We're going to place a drum right there, which once again, pretty easy recipe. We just need 6 living wood, 2 leather, and our horn of the wild. Now the horn of the wild is our hardest thing here, but it's really not that bad either. It's just simply the pasture seed and 5 living wood. So there's our drum. Where's our drum? Oh man, don't do that. Isn't it shift that? Yes. Thank you, Sky. Sky taught me that. So there we go. Now every 10 minutes we're going to get a pulse of this, which will harvest 5 stacks of those pretty much. Our final thing here, I don't know, I don't think there's anything really to explain here. So our final component here will be our auto assembler. Now there's 2 assemblers, or auto tables. I think one's called the auto crafting table. It's much slower. IUTO auto. Let's see. So we have this one, what we're gonna make, and there's also one called the auto crafter, I think. Now the auto crafter is quite a bit slower, but it is more stable. However, maybe it's the auto workbench. I think it might have been this one. I can't remember exactly. I thought it was called auto something else. Yeah, maybe that's it. So the auto workbench, or whatever the other one is, I think it's that one. It's quite a bit slower, but does basically the same thing. With the auto crafter, it's a little more expensive. Really easy recipe as far as Minecraft recipes. It's just 2 pistons, 2 cobblestone, 4 iron ingots, and a crafting table. So if we go in here, we can see that's what we've got. And we simply just put this guy right here, and I think we just go like that, right? There we go. Make sure that it's set to always on, and then all we have to do is grab 1 pumpkin out of here and do that. And there you go. Now you can see it's grabbing those, and it's doing it really fast. Now the other crafting table, it actually has a little progress bar to do each one, but this guy goes pretty quick, and as you can see here, it's crushing them, but nothing's happening here because we don't have this guy on. So once we've got this guy on, this will start sending all our biofuel through the system here, and if it's full, these are all full, and I think they all have about 64 roughly in them. Yes. So what it's going to do, it's just going to loop back and put it back into this chest, or barrel, crate, drawer, whatever you want to call it. So as you can see, they're going. So really, as far as efficiency goes, this isn't 100% efficient because we're still gonna, at some point, we're probably gonna end up throwing away biofuel left, right, and center. We're gonna end up throwing pumpkins left, right, and center, but that's something we can deal with. So let's see if we can actually see this thing. How close are we? We're about half. So like I said, not the most efficient setup that we could possibly have. Let's go ahead and grab our axe. And we'll go ahead and grab all these tables because we do not need them anymore. And maybe by the time that's done, we're going to see one firing off of this and hope it works. I don't think I'm missing anything. It'll be so nice. I got so tired while digging this up. I started with just a little tiny patch of pumpkins right here, and I kept feeding them into my, I kept turning them into seeds and kept throwing them in here, and then I'd dig for a little while and there'd be more, so I planted more. It's been a journey. So as you can see here, we got kind of ring around the rosies going, and that's just how it is. There's not much. Now, I think I read somewhere you can use logistic pipes, but I don't think logistic pipes are in here, or logic pipes. Yeah, we don't have any logic pipes in here. So I think what Sky has told me here is probably our best solution. Now, I did mention there is a way that you can get rid of these little pumps or the motors, and we might look into that later on, but I just wanted to get this guy up and running. So hopefully we do need to upgrade all these guys, because like I said, 3.2 million really is not that much electricity. So we do want to get those guys upgraded. But as you can see here, we got full stacks of 64 here. This guy's all full, and we still got plenty of pumpkins in here. Let's go see. You ready to go off? Because we want to see everything happen. We want to be about right here so we don't. We'll see that torch go off. We'll see. Yeah, so if we're right here, hurry. We'll be able to see all the action happening and make sure that nothing's set wrong. Really, there's not much that you can change as far as settings. So our big thing here is once that's done, we want to see this torch turn on and off, and we want to see a beam go out to the drum and the thump and everything get harvested. So as you can see, 10 minutes should be plenty. This one always has a little trouble growing. I know, like, if a torch is right here, this guy hates growing. Or maybe it's not that one. It just seems like every now and then you find one little straggler that doesn't want to grow. Alright, it's getting close. I wish they had, like, if I had my wand out, I wish that would tell you a little more info as to what number it's on. Because right now you just have to go, oh yeah, that's getting thin. See, because if we come here and we grab our wand, all this does is tell you how long it goes. So 10 minutes, but it doesn't tell you how far. Now if we hold shift, no, and we know if we click on it, we can what is it? If we hold shift, we can lock it so that it no longer times. All right, anytime now. Might be by the end of our episode here. So, go. All right, anytime. This is the grand finale. I don't want to be too close. I don't want to pick any of those up. Oh, let's eat again. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. Want to see the magic happen. Oh, my throat. It looks like it's going to happen any second now. Ready, get ready, flip. And this is so exciting. This is like watching a pot of water boiling, right? Anytime. Do it. Make it so. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do my outro while we wait, because this should go off while we're doing it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and check out my Discord. Check out my other channels and my Discord, and also Twitter if you want to be notified of when I do stuff. Oh, there goes. Boom. That went. Oh, and there we go. Looking good. We've got harvest going. So did that harvest all of them? I don't think it harvested all of them, but that's okay. See. I wonder, maybe what I should do is make it so there's like a secondary pulse, like a little delay that'll make this fire twice. Maybe I'll do that. But anyway, like I said, check out my other channels, my Discord, and all the information's in the video description. There goes that guy. And we'll start making us some more mana. Oh, we can see it here. So, let's see, where was I? Oh, I already said check out my other channels and stuff. Don't forget about my great big game giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subs, we're giving away 56 free Steam games. That's one out of every 20-ish subs will get a Steam game. So that's pretty epic. And that's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.